For the longest time, soft skills have kind of felt like this buzzword, right? Something you stick on a resume. But what if I told you that in the age of AI, these skills are no longer optional? They're not just nice to haves anymore. In fact, they're becoming the single most important factor for your career survival. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why. Okay, so to really get why this shift is so huge, we have to go back in time. And I mean way back. Our entire education system, believe it or not, has its roots in an old school model from 1835. It was designed with one simple goal: create good clerks who were great at memorizing things and following orders. Now let's fast forward to today. The world has completely changed, but a lot of our system is still stuck in that mindset, prioritizing grades over the real-world skills you actually need. So you gotta ask, right? Are we still learning and being judged by a system that's nearly 200 years old? A system built for a world without computers, let alone artificial intelligence. It's a massive disconnect, and it's having a huge impact on all of us in the workforce.
And the thing that's forcing this change, the big catalyst, is, of course, AI. This isn't just some new app or a cool piece of tech. It's a force that is fundamentally rewriting the rulebook for what it means to be successful in your career.
This is basically the new dividing line at work. On one side, you have AI, and it's getting amazing at technical, predictable tasks. It can spit out a Python script in seconds, it can plow through mind-numbing data entry, it can do your basic accounting. But on the other side, there's a whole bunch of stuff it just can't touch. AI can't genuinely understand human emotion. It can't come up with a truly original idea based on intuition. And it definitely can't persuade a skeptical client by building real trust. That's our turf now. And listen, this isn't just some theory. It's happening right now. Your technical skills alone are no longer a suit of armor. I mean, we've all seen it. The most brilliant engineer, the best coder on the team, can get let go. Not because their work was bad, but because they were impossible to work with. It really comes down to this. Your technical skills might get you the interview, but it's your soft skills that will let you keep the job and thrive.
Okay, so if AI is taking over the technical stuff, what's left for us? Well, we need to focus on our new career currency. These are the skills that AI can't copy. The things that make us truly, uniquely human and irreplaceable.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The people who are actually doing the hiring are practically shouting this from the rooftops. Get this, a whopping 93% of employers now say that soft skills are just as important, if not more important, than technical abilities. The job market itself is sending a very clear signal. So what are these magical skills? Let's boil it down to the big four. First up, emotional intelligence, because understanding people is everything. Then we've got adaptability, because let's face it, the pace of change is only getting faster. Third is collaboration, because the biggest challenges are way too complex to solve alone. And finally, communication, because even the most brilliant idea is worthless if you can't get it out of your head and into someone else's. Let's just double-click on that last one for a second, communication. Because it's the glue that holds all the others together. Think about it like this. Imagine you're giving instructions to a super smart but very literal robot. If you're not perfectly clear, if you're not precise, the whole mission can fail spectacularly. That's exactly what bad communication does to a team of really smart people. Now, to see just how powerful this stuff is in the real world, we're going to look at one of the biggest companies on the planet. And we'll see how a single soft skill, empathy, became its billion-dollar secret weapon. It all comes back to this mantra that you hear in HR departments everywhere now: hire for attitude, train for skills. This one philosophy is the key to the massive cultural shift we're about to dive into. So picture this. It's 2014, and Satya Nadella takes over as CEO of Microsoft. At the time, the company had a reputation for being pretty aggressive, a real know-it-all culture. He came in and just completely flipped the script. He started pushing this idea of a learn-it-all culture, where curiosity was way more valuable than being the smartest person in the room. And the core of this whole transformation? Empathy. For him, this was deeply personal, inspired by his experiences raising his son.
He took that personal insight and baked it right into the business. He tore down the walls between teams to force them to work together and demanded that leaders actually try to understand the problems their customers and their own employees were facing. This wasn't just a memo, it was a total overhaul of the company's DNA, all rooted in one soft skill.
I mean, that Microsoft story is incredible, right? But inspiration is one thing, action is another. So the big question is, how do you move from theory to practice and actually start building your own edge?
All right, first things first, let's bust a myth I hear all the time. A lot of people think, you know what, teamwork is messy. I'll just work by myself and avoid all the drama and conflict. It feels safer, right? But here's the reality check. The big, messy, important problems we're trying to solve these days, they simply cannot be cracked by one person working alone. Avoiding teamwork isn't a strategy, it's a career dead end. Collaboration, even when it's tough, is absolutely non-negotiable for getting anything meaningful done. So, where do you even start? Let's talk about emotional intelligence. It's actually simpler than it sounds. It comes down to 3 basic habits. Number 1, just practice listening more than you talk. Number 2, make it your mission to truly understand where someone is coming from before you even think about your reply. And number 3, pay attention to body language. What people don't say is often more important than what they do. And what about communication that actually works? The goal is to make your ideas stick. You can do it with 3 simple rules. 1, be clear, be concise, and be relatable. 2, ditch the jargon. Seriously, unless you are 100% sure everyone in the room is on the same page, you're just creating confusion. And 3, ask good questions. It's the best way to show you're locked in and to make sure you're getting it right. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this. AI is going to keep getting smarter, faster, and better at all the technical, repetitive stuff. So that leaves all of us with one critical question we have to ask ourselves. In a world of artificial intelligence, what is it about your work that makes it truly and irreplaceably human?